Disney has just released the first look at the Haunted Mansion Parlor aboard their newest ship, the Disney Treasure. Not only is this long overdue, but we have a ton of pictures, videos, and details to dive into. So sit back, relax, and let's jump in. Over the summer, Disney's fan event, D23, had an announcement for their newest cruise ship, the Disney Treasure. In this sneak peek of the treasure, you can see these 3 ghosts from the Haunted Mansion. And of course, the Haunted Mansion is a very popular ride at the Disney theme parks, so it'll be really fun to see this come onto the ship. The Disney Treasure has a lot more nods to the theme park. I am super excited to see this Haunted Mansion Parlor. We are going to do a deep dive on this today. Now, just looking back for a moment, in the most recent Disney Treasure announcement video, they did have this nod to the Haunted Mansion with these blocks. I am still wondering if they might have something Haunted Mansion in the youth area, but I really think that it was more to kind of hide it in there a little bit. So here we go. Tuesday, October 24th, Disney Cruise Line announced that the Haunted Mansion Parlor will be on the Disney Treasure. This will be the first ever Haunted Mansion bar. Disney Cruise Line states, quote, "The Haunted Mansion Parlor will immerse guests in the next chapter of the Haunted Mansion saga. Foolish mortals will sip spirited craft cocktails among 999 happy haunts for the first time inside this new venue on board the Disney Treasure." Focused on the story of a jovial captain who entered the ghostly realm after a disastrous dinner with his beloved fiancée. True to the original attraction, the Haunted Mansion Parlor will blend humor with Disney's own distinct brand of spooky storytelling. The design of the Haunted Mansion Parlor will be reminiscent of a first-class drawing room from the classic cruise liners of the Golden Age, invoking inspiration from the original Haunted Mansion with a nautical twist. The Haunted Mansion Parlor will include tributes to the Disney parks attractions, from the iconic purple wallpaper framed by wooden finishes to a mantel clock atop an inviting fireplace to a distinctive purple armchair tucked in the corner. And of course, to theme it out a little more, they'll have a custom musical arrangement which will be inspired by the attraction's original score that was arranged and adapted by composer Shruti Kumar, and Walt Disney Imagineering will set the stage for an ever-escalating anthology of illusions that immerse guests into the mysterious lore of the Haunted Mansion. If you enjoy these videos, please share it with a friend or your cruise group. I really appreciate that. Now back to some more Haunted Mansion fun. Now, of course, the Haunted Mansion is one of the most iconic dark rides at the Disney theme parks. They've got ghosts, ghouls, and even a seance room where you will see Madame Leota herself inside the crystal ball. Transferring this theme to the Disney cruise ship, I think, is perfect, especially in this location. This location has a wall of screens in the back where they can put up anything they want. So they can really bring those creepy, ghoulish, ghost in the mirror atmosphere and experiences into the Haunted Mansion Parlor. Looking at these pictures, I do think this is going to be in the location where the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge is on the Disney Wish. This is also where Skyline Lounge is located on the earlier Disney cruise ships. Many people felt that the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge left a little bit to be desired. I was a little curious if they could do something more with this space, and the Haunted Mansion Bar and Parlor is absolutely, I think, a perfect fit. They're going to have the iconic wallpaper from the ride, the distinctive purple armchair tucked into a corner. You will also encounter a few legendary characters from the original Disney Parks attraction, in addition to some new seafaring arrivals. There will be a portrait gallery depicting the Disney Treasure's own ghostly residents. Now, of course, they've got to have their signature details that they will have for anything, including those craft cocktails and exclusive onboard merchandise. Now, let's get into some of the merchandise that they're going to have, because you know Disney loves their merch, and Disney Haunted Mansion merch has been pretty lacking, in my opinion. Now, this merchandise is stated to only be available on the cruise ship. That may be forever, or it may just be for a limited time, but let's dive into what they've got. The Haunted Mansion Parlor music box will be a keepsake inspired by an eerie music box that will be found inside the Haunted Mansion Parlor. As the rumors go, this mysterious box belonged to the captain's bride-to-be and only opens in the presence of malevolent spirits, so keep an eye out. They will also have the Haunted Mansion Parlor clock. This is inspired by the old grandfather clock from the original Disney Parks attraction and will evoke the nostalgic allure of the Haunted Mansion. They will also have the Haunted Mansion Parlor signature sculpted mug. Now this features the same octopus design from the bar's entrance on board the Disney Treasure. It will depict an aura of intrigue, and it will also be accented with a variety of sea life, including a hidden Mickey Mouse shaped barnacle. And this last one is really fun. If you have been on the Haunted Mansion ride in any of the parks, you know that there is a ghost that may follow you home. Well, here it is. The Haunted Mansion Parlor mirror will offer a frightening surprise when the hitchhiking ghosts mysteriously appear in the frame. They also will have a lineup of select cocktails specifically for the Haunted Mansion Parlor. Get ready to indulge in a tempting selection of ghostly cocktails that capture the true spirit of the Haunted Mansion. Of course, the team has put together a frighteningly fun set of recipes for you to make these chilling concoctions from the comfort of your own home. First of all, we have the sympathetic libations. The perfect zero-proof cocktail will feature sour cherry and blood orange flavors in a specialty tiki mug. If you have a sweet tooth, you'll love the Ghoulish Delight. This will combine ube fudge. I have not seen ube fudge before, but it seems to be a purple fudge made of purple sweet potatoes and white chocolate. It will also include oat milk and tapioca pearls, which will come together into a glittery purple concoction garnished with a gummy eyeball. And if you want something a little stronger, you might want to try their signature beverage. This is going to be a ghostly twist on a classic margarita presented to guests amid a swirl of flavored smoke. They are really enjoying the flavored smokes on the Wish and the Treasure. I think that's a really fun aspect, and obviously it's going to fit these Haunted Mansion cocktails perfectly. This signature drink will be topped with lemon salt foam, and this is a tequila-based cocktail which will contain a secret message only to be revealed by black light. Well, that's kind of cool. They also mentioned that the Haunted Mansion Parlor is one of several Disney parks-inspired venues that will debut on the Disney Treasure. A couple of others in this exciting lineup will include the Skipper Society, a lounge inspired by the Jungle Cruise Parks attraction, and Periscope Pub, which is inspired by the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Legacy Parks attraction. This is so satisfying because I have been speculating for months that they were going to have some type of Haunted Mansion bar or lounge on the Disney Treasure. So to see them finally announce it and that it looks so good. This is truly a parlor lounge bar that is themed to the max. I think this is going to be very immersive. These screens inside this bar are absolutely perfect for all the ghostly details, and so are all the corners where they can have the nooks and crannies filled in with fun Haunted Mansion memorabilia. When the Disney Wish started with the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge, it was so popular that you had to schedule times to go. So I feel like we should be prepared that this Haunted Mansion Parlor might have a little bit of a wait list during those first cruises. Of course, we'll have more news updates coming long before the ship sails. There's going to be a lot more information about the Disney Treasure. Stay tuned here. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. We will have a deep dive. A little bit about the Disney Treasure. The Disney Treasure is the 6th ship in Disney Cruise Line's fleet. It can hold about 4,000 guests and approximately 2,500 crew, so there is definitely a lot to do on this ship. The Disney Treasure will be a Triton-class ship, just like the Disney Wish that came out last year. However, the Disney Treasure will be doing 7-night cruises to the Eastern and Western Caribbean, and they will have a uniquely themed Coco restaurant on the Disney Treasure. But seriously, who's excited for this Haunted Mansion Parlor? Let us know in the comments below. And coming up next, we have the absolute must-dos for your Disney cruise. That video is truly a bit of gold. Make sure you catch that one. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out what they don't tell you about Disney Cruise.